Hi, I'm State Representative George Darany, and welcome to my first capital update of the new year. I hope that 2012 has been treating all of you well so far. Now, of course, as we start right off in the new year, we jump right into tax season. And to help me connect with some resources that might be helpful as you prepare for this tax season, I've invited Terry Stanton from the Michigan Department of Treasury to be my guest today. Terry, thanks for being with me here today.
Thanks for having us. We always like to talk taxes at Treasury.
There you go. First of all, tell us what's new about the website. I know you've done a lot of updating with the Treasury website.
Yeah, the website really has become our main mode of outreach to taxpayers, and just about anything you'd want is there. There's forms and instructions for 2011, of course, all the various forms. We've also posted a recently recorded webcast on some of the tax changes that took effect in January, but also has some information, important information, for pensioners out there and to ensure that they're communicating with their pension administrators. We also have a self-service feature on the website that folks can utilize to check the status of their refund or change their personal information or whatnot. So I certainly would encourage folks to visit the site.
Very good. Tell me about free tax preparation services. Are any of those available?
There are, and in fact, there's a listing of those on our website. We've got a link to it. If you go to michiganeic.org/free tax prep, you can get a sense for the different volunteer agencies and groups that offer that service. And that link, there is a link on our website as well. So a critical piece for folks on fixed incomes or senior citizens or the like.
What about e-filing? What do folks have to do to qualify for that?
Right. You know, e-files become incredibly popular over the last number of years. Upwards to 80% of our taxpayers are now e-filing, which is terrific. And there is a page also on our site about free e-filing, and it's available to a number of folks, whether it's income-based or if you're in the active military or age-based. There are a number of taxpayers who would qualify for free e-filing. We certainly encourage them to take advantage of that. There are also some other low-cost e-file opportunities that are there, all again listed on our website. And of course, e-file is the safest, fastest way to get a refund. And in fact, if you do direct deposit, it goes right into your bank account. You don't even have to wait for a check. So e-file is terrific. It really is.
Well, so far you've given us a lot of great information, but I know you probably have some secret good tips to give folks as well. Something that we don't always hear, but, you know, to be prepared.
Right. Well, we certainly do suggest that folks e-file because that eliminates some of the mathematical errors and whatnot. And you can really double check and make sure all your numbers are correct. But if you do paper file, and we still process paper files, paper returns, you know, use blue or black ink, stay within the lines, you know, don't make a little slash on your sevens to note that it's a 7, because as those forms are read, they can the readers can get somewhat confused. So be neat, be legible. Don't use a felt tip pen that may bleed and those types of things. Of course, if it's a joint return, you want to make sure that both spouses sign it. Make sure your social numbers are correct, and always double check your math, because that's always critically important too.
Of course, in Lansing, there's the big buzz going around town about the new legislation, the new tax laws for 2011. When will those take effect?
Well, the changes primarily all took effect on January 1st, but most of them aren't really relevant to individual taxpayers until a year from now when they're doing their 2012 taxes. Right now, we're finishing up our 2011 taxes, so you can still, you know, have the child tax credit and some of the donation credits and whatnot that are available. That's all relative to what you did in 2011. So a lot of the credits that were changed effective January 1 really will impact folks next year. The pension situation is one of the changes that's critical for folks to know about right now, and that the pensioners, if you have retirement income or whatnot, should really contact your pension administrator to make sure that that company is withholding the right amount, if indeed your income is subject to the tax. If it's not, you can file a form with the pension administrator so they don't withhold money, and then you don't have to claim a refund a year from now.
So where would people get more information about those tax changes?
Yeah, michigan.gov/taxes. That's our main tax page, and if they click on income tax, there'll be a link to the webcast I mentioned earlier, a one-sheeter, if you will, on the tax changes, and then again, all the forms and instructions and all the information that a taxpayer might want.
Thanks, Terry. You're a wealth of information. I appreciate all the hard work that you and your colleagues do for Michigan citizens.
You're very welcome, and thank you for everything you do for us.
Thank you. In addition to the Treasury website, I will be hosting a tax town hall on March 2nd at the Dearborn Centennial Library to help answer any questions you may have about the new tax changes to the state tax structure. For more information about this upcoming event, please be sure to visit my website at www.house.mi.gov. ms.gov/gdarany. And feel free to contact my office about this or any other state government issue by calling me toll-free at 855-775-1515. Thank you for joining me today, and please check back for future Capital Updates.